Let people in.
Right, time is now 6:41 p.m. Call the order of the meeting. Scheduled to the virus. For their attendance. Call order. She Hanson, do roll call. Here.
Vice President Smith,
Here.
Secretary Scott,
Here.
Treasurer Scott,
Here.
and Director Sarah.
Here.
Next up is pledge of allegiance. Prior to answer the order.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you for that. That brings us to changes to the agenda.
I don't know. I would like to add resolution 2023-17, a resolution approving the employment agreement with Dr. Green Godfrey, and that will be added as item P under.
All right. Thank you for that. That brings us to the consent agenda with the meetings from our minutes from the regular meeting on the 15th. I think there's loads of money, chicken scratch, ready for a lot better. But nothing by Secretary Kraft to approve the consent agenda and second. Second by Treasurer Kraft, all those in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Consent agenda passes 5-0. Nothing on the financial report tonight. Which takes a public comment. This is the part of the meeting where anybody on Zoom or in person can speak for 3 minutes regarding district business. Start with anybody in the crowd, he's still not informed to speak. Don, you got any form?
I have none.
All right, and then on Zoom, if you'd like to speak tonight, you could use the raise your hand function, you'll be unmuted and allow the group to speak on anything regarding district business.
Hopefully there's people in there.
Last call for public comment. Seeing none, we'll move on to business action required. And item A is board policy review 34 or the violence among finally. To.
The board policy 34, workplace violence policy, is a continuation of the policies we've been developing around workplace standards. This policy just says we don't tolerate violence in the workplace, for employees, volunteers, or third parties, anybody really involved with the district. Following the same format we've used in the other policies for the definitions, it applies to how to report consequences, retaliation. Pretty much standard language from those policies, so nothing really exciting, but putting some standards in place.
Any questions? There is no policy. Dan, any questions around board policy 34?
No questions.
All right. With that, entertain motion to pass board policy 34. So motion by Treasurer Kraft and second. Second. Second by Secretary Pratt, all those in favor, by the saying aye. Aye. Any?
Aye.
Roll call 34 passes 5-0.
So, Mr. President,
Yeah.
I don't know where the appropriate spot to bring this up. I think we're getting into kind of a troubling pattern on stuff that we're voting on, where we're receiving it either the day before or a couple days before. And for me, at least, it doesn't give me enough time to do my due diligence on it and to do my homework and to look at it. And I know some of these are pretty simple board policies, but I mean, without any time to even look at what other districts are doing or what they have in place or something like that, I think it'll get better in January, moving to 2 meetings a month. But I'd like to see us getting any information that we are going to be voting on or making a motion on at least a week prior, if there's any possibility of that.
Okay, I will take that under advisement, and that is definitely a goal that we look to achieve. I think going to the 2 meetings, it does make that more of a reality where these first 6 months kind of able to get things in front of the vote so it's transition. But I definitely hear you. With that, we move to item B, which is resolution 232-17, a resolution approving an employment agreement with Edward B. Godfrey. And I think our director.
And so this resolution is a resolution, as you stated, to authorize the hire of Edwin Reed Godfrey for the fire chief position. We've completed all of the background checks required for this position. And so this resolution is to move forward with that hire as effective January 2nd, 2024. Oh, I'm sorry, yes, there is one amendment to the resolution that's in front of you, is the date at the bottom, notating that this is the 28th day of December, not 14th day of December.
Questions around the resolution? There's a few more times to review for everyone. Questions? With that, I entertain a motion to approve resolution 233-17 as amended, with the date change to the 20th month. That motion without resolution 233-17 with amendment the 14th of December. All right, we have a motion as amended by Treasurer Kraft. And a second by Secretary Pratt. All in favor of resolution 233-17, to clarification aye. Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Resolution 2023-17 passes unanimously 5-0. And I think that's to other business. Low staff, first up on that, further that anything on that? No. And then Director Sparrow, Brandon next, that we you in the meeting last night, did that?
Well, what's that?
The branding meeting, did that end up happening last night? I don't think that was on one, but.
Yes, yeah, it did. So we received the mock-ups from the designer last night. There was a lot of good discussion. There were a couple minor modifications requested, and so that's been done. We have 2 that we are looking at this point, but we've pretty much got the logo down. And what we'd like to do is put out a Facebook poll with 3 different color palette options. And my question to the board is how long you want something like that. So we're hoping to get the color palette options back by Wednesday of next week. And I don't know if you want the poll to be out there for a week or 2 weeks or longer, what your thoughts are on that.
think first I'd like to check in with you, can then on where we're on the website at time and see if they're ready colors or.
Yeah, they've been waiting on our logo and for the palette. They'll need that to be able to move forward and it's waiting for end of January. Your part of January, my recommendation would be a shorter timeline. Asking about the palette.
Yeah. Knowing that.
Sorry, we can use that.
So hearing that as far as website and timeline with the board, is there, an inclination to set a time for the following? Yeah, if we hold for a week, we would have that phone data back before board meeting, which is the 11th.
When things go sideways, will you be prepared? I want to introduce you to the Patriot Power Generator 2000X. Use the endless free power of the sun to power lights.
Sorry. I don't know. Me. How do you see certain people?
Okay.
Right now, it's not.
So if I heard you correctly, you were saying put it out for a week, we'd get it back, get the results back on the 10th and have it for our meeting on the 11th. Is that correct?
Correct, yeah.
Okay. And does the board want to see the final mock-up prior to that, or are you comfortable with putting it out to the public?
No, BCC. I'd like to see it. Yeah, if you get blind carbon copy it or get it to Don with enough to it.
Okay, sounds good.
Thank you for that. Anything else on Brandon again?
No, unless you have any other questions for me.
Thank you. Some board information reports. Anybody have anything for the board? I just remind everybody that SEO has their conference for part of February, and if that's something that you're looking to attend. Probably can't get down to the wire on restrictions if you want to prefer hotel and. Reach out to Donna, she can attend the conference. But probably that for the. That would information our department reports, we have for example 3099 and I don't see in the audience. Yeah.
They're on a call.
Oh, on call, okay. Next up is volunteers, and we have President Goodman Drive, speaking. All right. We're gonna try to report.
All right, thank you. All right. I think as we're down at the end of this month, we're down to the water as far as the transition away from the city and over to standalone district and in a very good space with that. We've got our insurances, workers' comp, auto, property and liability, all in good space and ready to begin as of first, if they have insurances that already started. Payroll is still on track. That was kept Donna and I'm giving you both very busy as well as you love it. But we'll keep in a good space. Vicky's identified some time with that to make sure that we're able to process that. January week will be process for the January meeting. Our accounting program is in operation. We have transitioned away from the city and are still establishing the framework of what our program looks like, but it's in the states. We exactly checks to pays the bills with that. So that is something to be in positive place. Our IS transition today and tomorrow, IS team have been here and transitioning all staff emails. We have experienced a few disruptions with that. So we will files with that. Their team is of course very helpful. Website, we talked about a bit already during the branding report, and, just waiting on the logo and, but I'll be able to fully move forward with that. Currently, our vacancies, we are down to one single paramedic vacancy, have a process open for that, and it's, that's like currently, I'll be reaching out to them, near the end of this week or early next week. For our firefighter paramedics, we currently have 2 vacancies. We held a process today for firefighter paramedics. And so that we did initial assessment. We made contact.
Oh, yeah. That's good news. Any questions, you can? That's good. Hearing none, it's a correspondence, I haven't received anything in my box, meeting. All right, the informational items, to the board. With that, our next meeting will be Thursday, January 11th, 2024 at 6 p.m.
And to confirm, are we planning to move to 2 meetings?
Yeah, we do that.
Okay, I'm
Sorry.
sorry. Okay, thank you.
Yep. Thank you.